It is that time again to talk about the Sephora sale. You guys, I'm excited. It's like my favorite part of the year. I know the Sephora sale is not like the best sale out there. However, I am Rouge, all because my friends order makeup and skincare and hair care through me. I personally do not spend that much money in a year to be Rouge continuously, but I am still Rouge. I do get the 28% off, so I do get excited about the sale. I'm not gonna lie. Plus, I have a couple gift cards that are burning a hole in my wallet. I will pop up the information on the screen, but the sale starts on April 10th for Rouge members and then goes through April 20th, and then it starts on the 14th for VIB and Insiders. Rouge gets 20% off, VIB gets 15% off, and then Insiders gets 10% off. And the code this time for online shopping is SPRINGSALE. Before we get started though, this is not going to be my permanent background. If you missed my last video, I moved. My husband and I and my daughter, we moved houses. We've been in this new house for about 6 weeks now, and it's going really great. I love it so much. However, this is my beauty room, and it's like not set up at all. Okay, so obviously like you're looking at a whole bunch of doors back here. That's the closet doors and then the door to the hallway. It's not like the prettiest background. This isn't my plan to film this way. I am in front of the windows right now, but I plan to like film right there, which is where my desk is, but I don't have like the lights and all of that set up yet, so I had to film in front of the window. So you might be seeing this background for a while before I can like actually get it set up. Again, I know it's not the prettiest thing to look at, but I feel like filming with an uglyish background is better than not filming at all. You know what I mean? Okay, I'm gonna be combining my recommendations along with my wish list for this video. We're gonna start off with recommendations. I am not gonna lie, none of these are new products. They are not like new hot commodities that just hit the market. If you are watching my videos in my channel, you probably realize that that's just not the type of content I create. Sometimes I, try the brand new hot things that are just released, but for the most part, I can't film that much. I don't have the income to be able to just be constantly buying all the brand new things. So none of these are like newish products, like super new products that just released. However, these are all products that I cannot stop wearing. Like I have been wearing them absolutely nonstop the past couple of months at this point. Most of them you've heard me talk about like multiple times. So sorry about that. Okay, the first thing I want to recommend to you guys, I feel a little bad because it was just on sale at the Ulta 21 Days of Beauty for half off, which is where I snagged a full size of it. But if you missed that, I did still want to recommend it to you guys because it's like the only blush I've been wearing lately, and it's from Charlotte Tilbury. This is her Glowgasm Beauty Light Wand, and this is in the shade Pinkgasm. You guys, I'm obsessed with this blush. I had bought a mini set of it from Ulta that was a mini of this and a mini of the Spotlight wand. I like almost used up that entire mini and then decided to buy the full size when I saw it on sale. I was so excited when I saw a half price at Ulta. So unfortunately, obviously it's not gonna be half price at Sephora. However, if you did wanna pick it up, you are still gonna, get the money off. But it is the blush I have on my skin today. I have no other highlight on, just this blush. And it is so glowy and pretty and just gives your cheek the most healthy glow that is like imaginable without being glittery. And what I also like about it is that when you turn your cheek, it doesn't really have like that gold shift. It's just glowy and shiny and beautiful. I mean, look at that. I have no other highlight on. I just feel like this makes me look so alive, so healthy, so glowy, and I love it. I cannot stop wearing it. Like truly, I cannot remember the last time I wore a different blush besides this one. I'm also really into the glowy blush right now though. So obviously if you do not like a glowy blush, this is not for you. But if you do like a glowy blush, oh my gosh, I have not found one that's like prettier than this. Okay, the second thing I want to recommend is a pretty expensive bougie bronzer. So don't think this is me telling you you need to spend this much on a bronzer, because you really don't. But I bought it last sale and I've been using it a lot lately, so I wanted to recommend it. It's from Givenchy. This is their Prisme Libre bronzing powder. I have the shade 001 Mousseline Bronze. As you can tell, I've like completely used up the embossing. Like I use this thing all of the time. I just swirl all 4 of the shades together and then use these top 2 for like my nose contour. It's just a really pretty bronzer. It's a powder bronzer. There's nothing really inherently like insanely special about it. You know what I mean? Like again, I don't think you need to buy it, but if you wanted to splurge on a bougie bronzer, this is a good one. I feel like it just gives like a nice glow to your skin. It's what I have on today over the Charlotte Tilbury bronzing wand in the shade Fair Light. Just Fair, I'm sorry, in the shade Fair. It sets down my cream bronzer really nicely. It stays really nicely. It doesn't fade throughout the day. It gives a little bit of glow to my skin. I like that you can kind of customize it because of the 4 quadrants. It does have kind of an intense scent to it, so definitely keep that in mind if you're sensitive to scents. It smells good. It's just kind of perfumey and sweet kind of smelling, but I don't really notice it once I apply it. When I am applying it, I smell it, but other than that, it doesn't like linger, if that makes sense. A rediscover that I rediscovered recently, about a couple months ago, was the NARS Light Reflecting Foundation. And this I have the shade L1 Oslo. It's the foundation I have on my skin today. This is a beautiful foundation. It's very thin in texture, which is nice, so it doesn't get cakey at all. And it does provide some coverage. I wouldn't say it's full coverage by any means. It's definitely more of a medium coverage, but because it's so thin in texture, it doesn't get cakey or thick on the skin at all. It lasts throughout the day, it wears well, it does provide enough coverage in my opinion, and then I just spot conceal with concealer under here on my cheeks or on any acne parts. But again, it is a foundation I have on my skin today. I just think it's a really, really pretty foundation. I've had this one for a couple years, didn't wear it for like the longest time, rediscovered it a couple months ago in a video and have been wearing it nonstop. If you do like more coverage or a more thicker full glam sort of foundation, my other recommendation for you is from Natasha Denona. This is her High Glam foundation, and this I have the shade N1 as well as N2. This is going to be a little bit thicker of a formula, but not too thick. It's just thicker than the NARS Light Reflecting if you own that foundation for comparison. So it is a little bit thicker, not moussey, just not as liquidy, and it does provide a lot more coverage. This is definitely more of a full coverage, full glam, going out, like erasing all of your imperfections on your face. This is going to do it for you. It is a less is more kind of foundation. If you do apply too much, which I have been there before, it can get a little bit cakey. So you do want to be careful with it. However, it is beautiful on the skin. It does blank out your skin, give you a blank canvas to work with, and it wears really nicely in my opinion. I mean, I like it so much that I have 2 shades of it. I originally bought N2 and it was just a little bit dark for me, so I picked up N1 as well. I mainly mix the 2 of them together when I wear it. I will go ahead and have my review on this linked down below for you in case you want to see swatches, how it looks on me, and also how it wore throughout the day. Do you see that dot? That's a spider. I love this house so much, but I'm gonna tell you what, there are so many spiders in this house. I do not understand. And I hate spiders. I hate spiders so much. They scare me. I'm fine if it's just like chilling there. So I'm just gonna like let it be. It's like, of course, my dream beautiful home that I'm like madly in love with has spiders everywhere. Mike said he's gonna spray for insects, thankfully. But anyways, if like medium coverage isn't really your jam and you do prefer more full coverage, this is beautiful. I have a little baby of this, but I've been loving it so much that I wanted to recommend it to you guys. And also, I think I'm going to pick up a full size in the Sephora sale. This is the NARS Light Reflecting Hydrating Primer. This is a beautiful primer. It is hydrating in the sense that it helps out with the dryness of my skin because my skin is dry. I think my skin is just officially dry these days. It used to be oily a couple years ago, and then it was like combo, and now I just think it's dry. I don't know if it's age, skincare products, I'm not sure what's going on, but I do have dry skin. So this has been helping out a lot, but I like it because it's not too oily. Like, it is hydrating, it blends into my skin, it gives me that dose of hydration before I put my foundation on, but it's not oily, it's not greasy, it glides into the skin, it sinks into the skin, which is very nice. And every foundation that I have wore over it wears nicely, especially the NARS Light Reflecting Foundation. Kind of makes sense. They're like the light reflecting family. They probably go together. But I like this so much. I'm thinking about picking up a full size. And if you need a good hydrating primer, this is it. This is probably the oldest product I am talking about. It has been around for years and years, and I've had it for years and years, but I've been using it so much lately, and it's one of the most blurring powders that I own, so I did want to recommend it. It's the Huda powder, you guys. This is like an oldie but a goodie. This is her Easy Bake Loose Baking and Setting Powder, and this I have the shade Pound Cake. This is so old that it has like the original scent to it. If you know anything about Huda, she has a very strong perfume scent in a lot of her products, and people complained about it so much that she has taken that scent out of a lot of her products, which is a good thing. But mine still is like full on perfume, really scented. I like it. I think it smells good. But this is a beautiful powder. It is thick and it is oomphy, and it will set your makeup down. Like, your makeup will be locked into place all day long. it is a little bit drying. I have to be selective about when I use this powder, and I have to like recognize if my face can handle it that day or not. For instance, today was not a day that I was able to use this powder because my face was just feeling dry, looking a little bit dry. Even using the NARS Hydrating Primer and the NARS Light Reflecting Foundation, both of those together are really beautiful. But even with that combination, my skin was like, we're the Sahara Desert today. So I knew I could not use this. I have to be very selective when I use this. And when I do use it, I pretty much only use it in my T-zone and on my chin, because even though my face is dry, my chin still gets oily throughout the day. It's like the one place. So that's amazing for me. But this is a beautiful powder. Like I said, it is oomphy. It will set your makeup down. It is thick, question mark, a little bit drying, but so blurring. I feel like I have no pores when I use this powder. A lot of you guys have probably tried it because it has been around for so long, but I just kind of wanted to like remind you in case you own it or you haven't used it in a while or you've never tried it. It's a beautiful powder, especially if you have oily skin, you would love it. If you have dry skin, I think you would like it too. I just think you'd have to be careful using it like me. Last but not least is the lip combination that I have on. Some of you guys might own this because it was the birthday perk or one of the birthday perks from last year from Sephora. And this is the one that I chose last June when it was my birthday. It's from Makeup by Mario. This is his Ultra Suede Sculpting Lip Pencil in the shade Rich Mauve. So that is the lip liner that I have on my lips today. And then his Moisture Glow Plumping Lip Serum in the shade Rosewood Glow. So again, that is going to be the main part of the lip product that you see. Oh, that's a really terrible swatch. Okay, that's a really terrible swatch, but this combination, I would have never picked two products this deep and dark for me personally. I just think that it would look like bad on me, but I love this lip combination. I have been wearing it nonstop this past like almost year since I got it last June, and I just think it is so beautiful. Every time I wear it, especially when I take pictures with this lip combination, I just think it looks so pretty. I already love this formulation. I've gone through one whole full size of the Pink Glow, I believe, and I repurchased it. I have another shade of it and then this mini one, and I just think this is a really pretty formulation. You do have to be careful to not over apply it because it can get a little goopy on your lips, but I do think it's super shiny and pretty and just makes your lips look thick and juicy and plump. It does have a little bit of like a minty sensation. And then the lip liner, I do have a couple lip liners like other shades in this as well, full sizes. It's not my favorite lip liner formulation, to be honest, but something about this combination of them together, again, Rich Mauve and Rosewood Glow, I just love this. It is beautiful, and I like it for any time of the year. I like it in the fall, in the winter. Right now it's spring. We're going into summer in a couple months, and I'm gonna be rocking this lip all year long. I just think it's the most beautiful berry toned lip that's a little bit deeper for me and like more dramatic. Like I love to wear this on a date night, but not too deep where I feel like weird in it, you know? I don't know, just something about this combination is so pretty. I think I'm gonna buy a full size of this shade in the sale. I thought about getting a full size of the lip liner as well, but honestly, I mean, this will last me for a very long time. So I think I'm gonna pass on the lip liner, but I do plan on picking up a full size of this because this is so mini, I feel like it's probably almost gone. And I don't wanna run out of this lip combination because it is just one of my favorites. I wear it all the time. Okay, that was all my recommendations to you guys. A bunch of makeup that I just cannot stop wearing. I mean, truly, these are staples in my routine that I use almost every single time I do my makeup here lately, the past like couple of months. Let's get into my wish list, the items that I want to spend my hard-earned money on. I'll be popping up pictures here so you can see what I am talking about. The first thing, I don't know, guys. I think I want to pick up another Patrick Ta Blush Duo. I know it's ridiculous. I think I own like 4 of them. This would be like my 5th one. I know that's so silly, but it's in the shade Soft Launch. It looks like the most beautiful, just soft, corally, orangey blush. I need more of those. I don't need any more blush, but I feel like of all the blush shades for me to purchase, I don't have a lot of like corally orangey blushes, you know what I mean? So I feel like this would be pretty unique in my collection. I do hope that my Sephora that I go in and shop in person has it so I can swatch it and see it in person. This is a newer shade that he launched a couple months ago and it just looks really, really pretty. I think it would be pretty on my fair skin. And I already know that I love that formulation so much. I mean, I own 4 shades of it. So like, yeah, I love it a lot. But I really do plan on picking that up because the shade looks so pretty and I know I love the formulation. Okay, the next thing is the Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Concealer. I have heard Stephanie from Babs Beauty rave about this concealer concealer, and I feel like I haven't really fallen in love with a concealer in a minute. The one that I have fallen in love with the most recently is the Hourglass Vanish Concealer in the shade Cream. Or Creme, I think. I have a mini of it that I bought in the last sale, and I like completely used it up. I'm like scraping the edges to get like the rest of it out. And I think I might pick up a full size of that because I really do like that concealer a lot. But again, I've heard good things from Stephanie from Babs Beauty about the Charlotte Tilbury one. I'm hoping that my Sephora has it in person and I can swatch it. I feel like with concealers, if I swatch it on my hand, I can tell if I'm gonna like the formulation on my under eyes or not. Because if it's like super thick, I'm not gonna like it on my under eyes, you know? So that's another one I wanna swatch in person, but I'm jonesing for a new concealer that I love, and I'm hoping that will be it? Question mark? We'll see, I don't know. All right, this is one that's like expensive, and I don't know, I really don't need it, but I'm so curious to try it. It's from K18, it's their Biometric Hair Science Dry Shampoo. I saw Jessica Braun mainly talk about this the most. I think Stephanie from Babs Beauty has mentioned it as well. It's like a dry shampoo, but I think from what I'm remembering Jessica talk about it, it goes on almost wet, which sounds really weird to be honest, but she says it's like one of the best dry shampoos she's ever used. It really does help clean her skin or clean her scalp. And I wash my hair twice a week, which is typically fine. However, I work out 4 times a week, and also we're coming into summer. We have a pool, a couple houses down, like a neighborhood pool. And so I feel like I'm gonna be either washing my hair more or trying to clean it better in between my washes, between like sweating, the pool, I don't know, we'll see. So because of that, I wanted to try this dry shampoo because I've heard that it really does help clean your scalp. However, it is expensive, you guys. Oh my gosh. A mini, which is what I plan on picking up, is $24, and I'm assuming it's gonna be tiny. And then the full size, don't quote me, but I think it's like $48, which is insane for a dry shampoo. In my defense, I don't like use it a ton. Like I have the Not Your Mother's right now, and a bottle of that is like this big, and it lasts me a very, very long time. Like I don't use a ton of dry shampoo. So I don't know. I think I want to pick up the mini and just try it out and see what it's like. And then hopefully I don't fall in love with it because it is so pricey. If you have tried that, let me know down below your thoughts, please, because I am so curious about it. But man, that price tag. Okay, next up is the Merit Retrospect perfume. This says that it is warm and spicy, and the notes are bergamot, jasmine, and musk. That sounds right up my alley. I'm also trying to remember, I feel like I've smelled this somewhere. I don't know if it was a sample or one of those like perfume cards, or maybe I smelled it in store one time. I'm like remembering that I've smelled that perfume before and liked it enough to put it on my wish list, but I'm gonna have to smell it in person again before I purchase it. This isn't gonna be like a blind buy purchase. And actually, if you saw one of my most recent videos talking about all of the perfumes I've been purchasing lately, you know that I like don't really need any more new perfumes. But I think I'm going to smell this in person, and if I like it enough, I will pick up the travel size of it because it sounds like a perfume that I would really enjoy the scent of it. And I remember liking it whenever I smelled it. It's like somewhere knocking in this brain that I've smelled it before. I just can't place when or what it smells like. So that is going to be one that it's going to be a game time decision in the Sephora when I'm shopping in person, if I buy it or not. Okay, last but not least on my wish list, I have the Way Melrose Place Body Mist and Moisturizer. I think for sure I'm going to get the body mist of this because the Melrose Place scent from Way, if you've never smelled it, it smells amazing. It seriously smells so good. From what I'm remembering, it just smells like clean and fresh and soft and feminine and a little sweet. I remember really liking it. I want to say, is it like their original scent? I know they've branched out now and they have a couple different scents, but it was one of the original scents of their hair products. I think of the scalp scrub that I like fell in love with, and then now obviously they offer it as like a perfume or and a body lotion. So I think for sure I'm gonna pick up the perfume. The body lotion, I don't know. It's like $40, which is just a lot of money for a body lotion, especially when I like other ones that are more, you know, affordably priced. I would get the 20% off, and I do think it's a pretty large, like 7.5 ounce jug of it. So it probably would last me a while. I don't know. I'm undecided about the body lotion, but I do think I'm gonna pick up the hair mist and perfume of it. I did have one more thing actually. I'm sorry, I thought the Way was the last one, but the Hung Van Gogh Color Story eyeshadow in Nude Neutral. I cannot remember the last time I bought an eyeshadow palette. It has been a minute since I bought an eyeshadow palette. I don't really use eyeshadow that much anymore. So like that's probably why I'm not really like buying it recently. I'm more of like a one and done kind of shadow girly lately. But this just looks really pretty, and I've heard good things about this formulation. It's like a newer brand at Sephora, a newer launch. I know he's a makeup artist. I'm not for sure who he's a makeup artist for, but I think he's a celebrity makeup artist that made his own line, kind of like Makeup by Mario, Patrick Ta, and all that. And I don't know, this color story just looks right up my alley. When I do wear eyeshadow, these are the shades I'm wearing. So I'm curious to just try a new brand, a new formulation to see what my thoughts are on it. I don't think that my Sephora has it. I like checked on the app. So that's a bummer. This would be like a blind buy. So again, if you've tried those formulation and that eyeshadow, let me know your thoughts down below, please. If you think it's worth the price tag, because it's like 8 shades for like $50, which is on par, unfortunately, with like makeup prices these days, but like that's still a lot of money, you know what I mean, for something I don't know how often I would use it. Okay, I think that was all my wish list items. I will say, when I'm like in Sephora and I'm like shopping and I'm swatching and I'm looking around, most of the time things end up in that basket that I did not have, you know, on my wish list before or like on my radar before. So who knows what I end up with. I will definitely do a haul for you guys whenever I do my shopping, and maybe even a try on if you guys would be interested in that. Let me know down below if you are planning on shopping the sale. If you are, what are you planning on picking up? I would love to hear from you guys down below in the comments. If you made it to the end of this video, thank you so much. You're awesome. I love you. Please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe if you have not yet, and hope to see you in my next video. Bye guys.